this sort of approach first. Tony, lead us.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to represent IDIS to explain to you our design, the Central Gateway. So we have derived our design from three keywords: connectivities, communities, and conservation. What's wrong with the screen? Is there something wrong with the screen?
Just keep going.
So why we think that these three keywords is so important? The central market is located at the starting point of the mid-level escalators. So we think that the mid-level escalators can have a more iconic gateway to be for the central escalators, and also the people around the central market can be walked smoothly from the ground levels up to the mid-level escalators. So this is our first inspirations, connectivities. The second inspiration is when we go around the building. Right now it's only have a 3 meters wide, very narrow pathway. It's very congested, especially in the daytime. People and the car is quite busy. So we think that can we turn in this space into a more pedestrian-friendly space, so people can be walk more smoothly in this building and also in the sidewalk. So what we want to turn this space into a more welcoming space to the communities. So that is the second word, communities. And the third word, when we renovate these buildings, we are going to have new functions for these buildings. The old architectural elements. So how can we strike the balance? So shall we preserve more, or shall we have more changes for the new functions? So we want to have a balance between the both. So when we do this design, conservation is also a very important aspect for this design. So we come up with a 3C for this project: connectivities, communities, and conservations. So this is the site layout. Probably you are quite familiarized with this layout, so I don't need to go through pretty much. So I'm going to walk through our designs from the Devotus Road, starting from the Devotus Road. We have introduced the vertical green lanes along the Devotus Road. We want to use the vertical green lanes as a highlight for our main entrance gateway on the Devotus Road. Also, we are going to open up the ground levels along the Jubilee Street and also the Victoria Street, so the people can walk freely at the ground levels, not only limited to not only limited to the very narrow walkway. And also, most of the Bauhaus elements, perhaps elements may not also a good words in the professor view, but we preserve most of the Bauhaus elements, including the vertical fins, the round corners, the horizontal windows, which we are going to preserve in this proposal. So stepping in from the Devoted Street, we will see the main entrance, which is the public square. So the public square is 24 hours accessible, so pretty much people can do whatever they want in the public square. In the morning, they can play Tai Chi. At night, they can do some street performance, dancing, etc. So this is quite it's a free space for the public. And also, we are keeping the existing atriums, but we have added a skylight at the top. but the skylight is openable, so it's naturally ventilated. And we do also add the shading device, which can be opened up and closed automatically. The reason for doing that is because it's a naturally ventilated, don't want the building, the atrium is overheated, so this can help to cool down the building a little bit. So stepping more into the atrium space, we can see the grand staircase is being preserved and is also used as the main circulations. It can also be used as the backdrop for different kinds of performance activities, like the Chinese opera shows, like the film festival, etc. So from the same perspective, we can see that we have introducing two ramps along the Queen Victoria Street. The reason for introducing these two ramps is we want to have the ramp flush with the Queen Victoria Street so people can move smoothly into the building through the ramp. And also, you will see that the Devotees Road and the Queen's Road can be connected through the ramps, so people can walk more smoothly inside the building, into the building, and also along the two roads. So we are going to go through, briefly go through our programs, our suggested programs. The ground level, as I said, we have a public square. At the back, we have a gallery. Up, we have proposed Market Street, some F&B at the top, and also a landscape garden at the roof. For the street markets, we are proposing to preserve most of the store to use this for the street market. So the street market basically is a very small store market for the local residents, which they can be a shop for selling herbs tea, a shop for the Chinese traditional cake shop, etc. So we want to keep most of the store for those use. So we want to have some traditional Hong Kong street, which are small shops, more vibrant, versus we don't want that into very big shopping mall types of shops. And also in different spots, or in the second level and the third level, we have inserted some of the green terrace. So those green terrace can be used hangout for the local residents. So those green terrace can have different arrangement for different kinds of activities. For the same rendering, in the left-hand side, you can see the second ramp. We have suggested the second ramp can be a step terrace, which the second ramp can be used like a step gallery. This is inspired by the Potter Street in the Central, which is also a step street. So going up to the roof levels, we have proposed some F&B in the roof level, and we also open up some of the areas and uses at the landscape deck. So the people can have the F&B in the roof levels, and also can have some outdoor dining activities, etc. in the roof levels. So on the top, we have a garden, and the garden we will have a running track. So the local residents can have a place to do exercise without paying annual fee to do. And also we will have some different kinds of landscape areas, so the office people can bring their lunchbox up to the roof and have lunch over the roof and see people jogging. So we hope that our design is a balancing for these three words, which is building which is connected quite well with the surroundings. It's a building that can be actively used by the communities, and also a building that can have a balance between the new functions and the conservations. Thank you.